Hello everybody, I am PyroFalkon and this is Ogre Battle. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, you may not have heard Golden Voice Pyro before, but this is Golden Voice Pyro. It's an early recording session for me, so my voice hasn't fully woken up yet, and so you're getting deep rolling, bassy, baritone voice of Pyro all up in your ear holes. Yeah. I'm sorry. So for this next stage, we need to do a little setup, and we're going to go to the Valley of Castro first. We haven't shown off any Chaos Gates yet, or how they work, and this will be our first. So our boy here, Pyro, will be doing the work. There is a Chaos Gate right here. And in order to trigger the Chaos Gates, we need to have Brunhild, which is that holy sword we've been lugging around for a half dozen stages. All we have to do is get nearby and we'll find it. It's similar to the buried treasures in the game. So this will only take a second. There we go. And that's all we have to do. Once we trigger it, then when we go to the map, a new stage will be available. I need to turn down my game audio. Okay, so you can see this floating stage up here. This is Muspelum, or Muspelm, and this is where we're going. Chapter 14, Spirited Night. 3 nights in the floating island. The rumor is that they have already been possessed by Rashidi. Slust, one of the 3 knights, is the first to be possessed. And hopefully we can get Solst on our side. Slust? Sluts? Whatever his name is. I just read it. Okay. So this is a fairly short map, but it's probably short because it's introducing you to a few concepts. First of all, you can see it is an island and it's floating in the sky. Now, the reason this is important is obviously we'll need aerial units to get to the tiny islands like this one and this one. We don't need to worry about the tiny islands at first. They just have some unlockables and treasures and such. However, the more important thing is if a non-flying unit is defeated, I'm sure you've noticed that any unit, when it loses a specific skirmish, it is pushed backwards. If a non-flying unit loses a skirmish and is pushed off the island, they plummet to their deaths. We don't lose them permanently, but we do lose them for the rest of the battle unless we use a bunch of ethereal flutes. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. However, things are going to get a little dicey here because I've checked the levels of everybody, and we have 3 units that are under level 13. And those 3 units need to get some work done. So we're going to deploy only those 3 units at first, so I can sort of gather where the enemy is coming from. So those are units 13, which is Willis. Okay, if the enemy takes a direct line to me, let me do a thing real quick. If the enemy takes a direct line to me, this is the path they will go on. Let's set up here for the moment. Alright, so then the next weakest unit is number 3, that's Blackburn. He's going to be at an automatic disadvantage no matter what he does, but we'll still set him up in the same spot. And then the next weakest unit is Unit 16, that's Aisha, same deal. So we're going to set them in the middle, and then, let's see. Next is, you know what, I'm going to just do that for now. It's not going to really help our war effort any, but I want to see precisely where the enemy is and where they're attacking from. Pyro is low enough in level that I think he'll be okay if he's oh jeez, that didn't take long. Yep, they're going to have some sky units hitting us directly. So this is going to be a bit of a struggle for them, because I don't think any of them will be able to take out too many enemies. See, Willis's entire problem is he's got the... Oof, this isn't good. Yeah, Willis has the werewolves and were-tigers in the front row, so they can't do a lot of damage when it's not nighttime. And especially as I'm playing here, I'm liking their unit less and less because of this. Now, the Cherubim was not an original part of this unit. They had a Valkyrie, but everybody in this unit is level 11, and they need help. So I decided to bench the Valkyrie and put in a level 14 Cherubim instead to give them a little bit of a chance. This is where using the tactics is going to come in handy, though, because if I need to give these guys levels, then they need to target the weakest character. That way, they have a chance of knocking somebody out. And if they knock somebody out, they'll at least get some experience points out of it. I'm less concerned about this unit because the Cherubims are fairly powerful, the Knights are fairly powerful. Yeah, they're already out damaging what the enemy can do. And it has 4 attackers. Now, Willis's unit will be alright when the night falls, but until it does so, they're extremely weak, and they don't have the levels to offset the disadvantage of only having 1 attack from the front. Not to mention a level 11 wizard who's leading them. Luckily, I'm not married to anybody in this army, so if I have to, I will shatter Willis's unit entirely and kind of redistribute its people to other units, or just let them go. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that's what we need. We need those level ups. Alright, so Aisha is going to be fine. She just needs to catch up to everybody. So we're going to move her a step back, and then Willis needs to move in front of her. That way he's the first one to attack. And then we'll grab Blackburn here. Now, Blackburn I'm not worried about either, since he is a specialist unit. Once we've got the other two doing a little bit of work, I'll put Blackburn, say, in this little pool right here, this little lake, and I'm sure he'll be fine. Oops. Aisha's fighting again? This is why it's so hard to grind up characters sometimes. And I am a very sentimental guy, so Ogre Battle sort of hits me with that sometimes. When you use the same unit and you see the same name over and over, I get attached to the little guys, even though they're just data, and it makes me want to keep them. But sometimes for the benefit of the army, the best thing to do is just let them go. And that's my problem with Willis's unit. It may be in my best interest to shatter the unit and then just disband it entirely. I tend not to prefer werewolves and were-tigers for this reason. They have such a disadvantage during the day that I prefer more flexible armies. Just in general, even in other types of games, I've always preferred flexible units over specialists, even if they tend to be more powerful. With Ogre Battle, you sort of can't get away from some specialists, you know, like we have our Town Grabber, we have our C units, we have our Flyers. But most units I prefer to be general purpose. Yes, this is actually good. Willis should win this fight. Oh, I didn't heal them. Oh, it shouldn't matter, they only have 1. I'm surprised that dude's still coming after us with 3 of his people dead. Yeah, whatever. See, if this was night and all 3 of those dudes got 2 attacks, this would be over before it began, but Yeah, we're not going to be able to take them out. And if you can't take out a unit, then, I mean, you get experience points, but you don't get very many. That was just kind of a pointless battle. I hope he comes after us again, but he probably won't. He'll probably retreat. Let's see if we can chase him down. He'll probably run off or fly off before we have a chance to, but... Oh, okay. We actually got him. That's fantastic. Let's get everybody cured up. And try this again. You may notice we only have $250,000 now, not $500,000. I spent a whole bunch of money on 7 league boots, but now we have 99 of every item we would ever possibly use. Okay, level ups for everybody, I hope. Level ups for nobody. That's not good. Alright, so we'll shift Willis to the back a little bit. Hopefully he can intercept that angel who's coming. So this is what we're going to be doing for a hot minute. I'll check back in once we've made a little progress. The AI is trying a sneaky little maneuver. Alright, the next weakest unit that we've got at base is Pattison. So Pattison can move to intercept this wizard who thinks he's being all smart and such. Uh-huh. Where do you think you're going there, buddy? Yeah, that's what I thought. So... I know the last few seconds were a bit quiet, because I didn't expect that I would be making an edit here. But Pattison has done what I needed him to do. He knocked that unit off the entire map, and the AI plays by the same rules, so that unit is finished. Even though everybody was still alive. Uh-oh. Ooh. I might need to spread my people out. Okay, Blackburn, I need you to come up. Yeah, we'll let Blackburn come up here. I think Willis and Aisha can handle anyone coming down the main road, so to speak. So we have 4 units down, 19 to go. We've barely started the map, but we are well on our way. I just realized that the really interesting thing about this video is going to be that you're going to hear the evolution of my voice as it transitions from being golden voice Pyro to silver voice Pyro to normal Pyro just because of the passage of time. Anyway, all the grinding has paid off for Willis so far. Willis, I believe, is up to 14 or 15, so he's on level now. I'm going to have to check his numbers. A lot of what helped him is those fights happened at night, and so we were winning battles constantly. But now that he's on level, we'll be fine even during the day with him. So, once again, I was a bit quick to judge Willis's strength just because I was not taking the level as into consideration as I should. So, let's see where he's at. Yep, Willis is 15, Cherubim is 16, and his front team is 15. Okay, so what we're going to do with Willis is we're going to have him swap positions with Aisha. So Willis can fall back a little bit, and then Aisha can move in. And then after this happens for a little while, then we can start the map proper. So, well, she's 14. She may not... She may be fine as she is. Yeah, it seems Willis is still going to be involved for a minute while we do our maneuvers. But, I mean, I'll play this battle out. You can see how well Willis has done now. Never mind. It's going to be a little tricky. Yeah, this fight does not favor him, especially because, well... Guys, come on. Accuracy. Uh-oh. Yeah, this fight doesn't favor him. We did lose Willis once to this configuration. I mean, an Ethereal Flute fixed that immediately. You know, I think I'll just let him retreat. Because we don't need him out here anymore now that his level is caught up to everybody. Yeah, we are hitting very hard. And of course the were-tigers and the werewolves would get 2 or 3 attacks each. 2 attacks each, I think. Except, you know, it's during the day. So I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let him retreat. Oh, jeez. He may not have a chance to. I'm going to let him retreat because I don't need him out in the field anyway. And then we can start getting the first set of cities, and we can use some of the weaker units to defend. I didn't think we would be doing this well with Willis. I thought it would be a lot more difficult for me to get him leveled up, but we've eliminated 10 units, and we're doing fine. So I will check back in once we start going after those first few cities. Checking back in for just 1 second. Aisha knocked that unit off the island, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. And since the enemy is coming from here, and Aisha herself is pretty much on level... Oh, she is on level now. She's 15. I'm sending Blackburn to the little lake I talked about so he can hold up there. So, meanwhile, we're going to deploy Lawns, not I. We're going to deploy Lawns to grab the first 3 cities here, including the temple. I found out, did not realize this, that when you liberate a Roshian temple, then it doesn't help your reputation. So, duly noted for the future. Okay, the next weakest unit is Unit 8, Ash. So Ash can park himself in front of the town. Next weakest unit is Unit 9, Selena. She can park herself in front of the temple. Next weakest unit is 10, that's I. She can park herself in front of the city. And we're having such... I hesitate to say easy because that's usually when, you know, the game gets hard. But we are having such an easy time so far that I don't think I need to back up the units with multiple additional people, especially with Aisha out here acting as the vanguard. So we should be able to hold those cities without any problems. Fingers crossed. Aisha has been withdrawn due to becoming a little too powerful, and everybody else is holding cities. Blackburn's doing well up front in his little lake, and 18 of the enemy units have been destroyed, so there's only 5 remaining. This battle is going very well, and it hasn't taken me very long. It's only been about an hour and a half since I started this one. Slightly less, actually, since part of that time was getting the Chaos Gate and everything. So we're doing pretty damn well. We're down to the last enemy unit, so I've got Pattison moving into position to flank it so it doesn't wind up going back after we make it leaderless. And Lawns is running around to secure all the other cities. After we've done that, we'll grab the remaining treasures that we need, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Since I have Pattison running around finding things anyway, I sent him after the Chaos Gate that is in this stage. We're going to head into to the stage that the Chaos Gate leads to in the next one anyway. I was going to get it a different way, but I figured I would get it this way instead. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there is one more piece of business I think I need to do here before I leave. Actually, I take that back now that I looked at the wiki. There's no more business to do now. There will be a little bit of business to do afterward, however. So, of our remaining units, Unit 16 is pretty weak. That's Aisha. Wait, she shouldn't be weak anymore. She should have done really well. Well, the hell with it. Okay, Pyro. Fuck it, man. Why don't you do the work? Pyro can go after the boss because he is probably weak enough to handle it. Alright, and then Pattison, you head back home. Lons, you just, I guess, hang out. Because, again, no matter how much you think you're done, never leave your headquarters undefended. Always have at least one unit there. Pyro has encountered the enemy. Whoa. I hope that's just paint. You guys are fools for going against Master Rashidi. You puny earthlings, you think you can defeat me? Eat my sword. No.
Fight it out.
No in every sense of that. Just... no. Alright, first of all, I have animations off, so let's turn those on. Second, let's start nuking his dragons. Because he is, this dude is not weak. That's all that Pyro was able to hit for. Oof. Okay, more cards. All of the cards. Ow. Yup, all of the cards. All of the cards. This should be the last one I need. Oh, okay. I didn't expect to kill everybody, but that's fine. Hopefully that didn't tank Pyro's alignment too badly. We'll have to check after the fight's over. I mean the battle. What was I doing? Rashidi appeared to put a spell on me. Not only did I disgrace the name of the three knights, but I was a real jerk to you guys. Sorry. I mean, you can still eat my sword if you want to, but anyway, I'll help you out. Ain't that nice? And once you have a friend like me, nobody will be against you. Great. So now he is part of our army. We have liberated Musplum, and we are doing fine. I am not going to end the episode quite yet because I do want to do a few of the things that I need to do after this. Ugh, stayed too long. I thought we were moving pretty quickly, but I guess not. We did lose a lot of time when we were trying to mess around with getting all those treasures and such. Okay, so we are going to head right back into Musplum, which does not have the flag, but it's fine. It's liberated. That's all that matters. And I'm going to bring up the wiki because I forget where I need to go. I need to go to Segajin, Chilfa. Let's see, I've done that. Oh, that's all I need to do. Okay, I need to go to Reglavin and Chufla, or whatever. So, Chulfa is up there. Okay, where's Regalin? Which is not even listed because it's a different... That was the Super NES version, apparently. Oh, Segajin. Which is here. Okay. So, Pyro can do both of those. We'll just send them to both. Because we're going to get a fancy item from both of the places. And they are going to be very helpful for us. On searching through the things the Empire left, we found a Book of the Dead. It doesn't do anything for us. We'll dedicate this book to you. I hope it's useful. Oh, believe me. It's useful. Is class and beauty the most important element women should have? I mean... First of all, those are two things. So I feel like you're messing with me, man. No. Let's give the most beautiful and graceful princess a dream crown. This item will allow you to change class. Great! We now have a second princess, or will, which is unfortunate. We should have had 3 princesses, but of course I had to give up one of the dream crowns, or one of the princesses when I redid the maps earlier. So, check it out. Now that we've got ourselves a Book of the Dead, What that does is it changes a sorcerer into a lich, and I think Warren would be the perfect man for that. What do you mean there's nothing here? Use item. What? Describes the way. Oh, don't I have to give that to someone? Hold on. Son of a biscuit. Okay, Book of the Dead. And then I give that to... Or do I give that... Scribes? Don't I have to go that... Take that to what's-his-face? Over in the first city or some crap? Yeah. Okay, that's the Necronomicon that was hinted at by this one dude over here in the Sharon border. So we're gonna run back here real quick. I just broke the sequence of events for a moment. Alright, Pyro, head on into the nearby city here. I guess if they sell 7 League oh wait, no. I maxed out on 7 League boots, never mind. I am the great magician Bazdista. Oh, you have found the Book of the Dead. As a sign of my gratitude, I'll give you this undead ring. This item used to change a sorcerer into a lich. The lich is the most powerful class of magic user. None can compare to its magic. Plus, the lich can recruit powerful undead characters. Great, thanks. So now we go to units. And we go to items. Use items. We find our undead ring. We find Warren. We turn his ass into a lich. I hope he doesn't mind that I made him melt all his skin off his body. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do... Well, I'll do this off camera, but the next thing I'm going to do is find my best female unit, which I think... Yeah, it might be Aisha. I don't know if I have any others who are anywhere near that high. I'm going to have her recruit an Amazon, and then we'll switch her to a princess, and then I've got a few plans for her. I just don't know where I'm going to put her yet, but there's... Believe me, things are going to get good for whatever team she winds up landing on. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.